Today when we decorate our mask or add color to it, we're going to use a combination of two things, some chalk and some watercolor. You can choose where both of those go, but I do want you to use at least both of these to try the different materials. Remember that an African mask is symmetrical, so it's the same on both sides. So if you decide to draw with chalk in this eye and make it blue, the same thing needs to happen on this side in this eye. Let's try it. Now remember that this oil pastel is smudgy. If you rub on it, it's going to get on your hands and then it's going to smudge on your paper. So try very carefully when you're drawing to keep your hand up off the page. With drawing chalk, it's best to draw in one direction and pick and start again in that same direction. So I'm drawing from over here and I'm pulling, drawing and moving. Once I get a lot of color in that corner, then I can use my finger and I can smudge the chalk. What's really cool about chalk is you don't have to use a lot of it and it spreads to other places. I love how it has a lot of blue here and it fades to a light blue over here. Let's try it on this side. So I did it on this far corner, which means I need to do it on this far corner. Remember, I'm just going to pull it. It's not like I'm drawing back and forth like I would with a crayon. I'm kind of drawing in one direction and then lifting up. Getting a lot of color in that one corner, and then I'm going to use my finger and smudge it to the other side. I love the way that fades. Be careful not to smudge your black too much. It will happen, it will smudge, it's going to be alright, but just make sure you try not to do it too much. I think that looks pretty cool. Try it on the bottom of the eye. If you see your black starting to smudge, the best thing to do is just stop, clean off your hand, clean off the oil pastel, whatever, or the chalk, whatever you're using. Make sure everything is nice and clean. The more you rub, the more it smudges. Okay, so test different colors, test different materials. You can also use the watercolor. Paint anywhere you'd like to. I think big spaces are probably a better choice for watercolor, but up to you. What's really cool about watercolor and oil pastel is that oil and water don't like each other. They repel from each other. So when the watercolor touches the oil, it stays, it's like a little fence, it keeps it in that area. Make sure you're always washing your brush out in between colors. Continue to use both of these materials and fill up as much of the page as you like.